Bitcoin a bubble, and can you make money on it?
Well, Mike forgot the other part of that story, right? That in the railroads and the .com, that most of the early investors got shorn, and yet the infrastructure stayed. And I think that's his point, right? No, we have no opinion on Bitcoin. I barely understand it and blockchain technology, so I'm not equipped to talk about it. But I do know that other people that do understand it are raising some serious questions.
As he pointed out, though, whether something is a bubble, whether something is a fraud, things can go up for an incredibly long time. And if you only knew when the top was going to be, then you could just ride the first half and avoid the second half. In your experience, having seen numerous bubbles, are there consistent signs that you look for that say, this is the type of thing that's late bubble, this is the type of thing, behavior, way people talk that is closer to a top
like
bubble?
Paris Hilton starting an exchange?
Exactly.
No, we don't see any. Yes, there are signs. And again, I don't know enough about blockchain technology to say Bitcoin is crazy. But some of the ancillary things you see around it now seem to be a little bit troubling.
Like what?
Well, just the idea this is a bubble, and we better ride it. Because even most of the railroad promoters and .com promoters claim that there was some economics underlying the stock or the promotion. And here it just seems to be, well, get involved in my cryptocurrency because it's the one. And it just strikes me as I don't know where the there is there. I know that blockchain technology is very important and is being used by more and more real-time financial transactions, but the exchanges themselves seem to have a little bit of froth attached to them.
What do you think about the use of Bitcoin, the popularity of Bitcoin in places like China specifically, where people are using it as a way to get their money out of the country?
Well, again, I mean, that's the allure of Bitcoin, right? It's to use it in black market transactions or currency fight or capital flight. So by almost definition, it has the regulators and law enforcement arrayed against you due to its very nature. And I think that's one of the problems. That's one of the problems some of the earlier proponents of blockchain technology keep pointing out, that there are a lot of promoters here as well as futurists who are promoting things, and let the buyer beware.